No.
Checkmate.
Unbelievable.
Did you lose or win?
I lost.
Do you play the game?
I do not play the game.
You do not play the game.
Can't you tell? That's
So,
what's
well,
why I
I can
lost.
tell. I mean, I like the
always
way you
lose.
move the pieces around, but I mean, you're actually playing a game?
I'm doing my very best.
Oh my God, you did poorly, trust me.
I'm faking playing the game.
And Marcus, let me ask you a question. Would you say that this whole location's a little out of the way, even for you?
Well, if you're looking for Kodiak bears, there's only one place to go.
And you've said that before, but what I don't understand is what makes them so special.
They can stand 10 feet tall, weigh up to 1,500 pounds, run 30 miles an hour, climb any tree that can hold their weight. They're not afraid of man, and they like how we taste.
And do they have guns?
The bears?
Yeah.
Come on, Whit. What are you talking about?
Well, you want to be a fair fight, don't you? How's it a fair fight if he's not armed?
So an unarmed man fighting a Kodiak bear is a fair fight?
It's a fight a hell of a lot of people, including myself and you, would pay a lot of bucks to watch. Even him with the tacky sweater on would pay to see it.
My wife bought me this sweater, and hunting is the best sport in the world.
Well, for the hunter, for you. You enjoy hunting? You enjoy that part of it? When the bear's looking at you and you don't think he feels pain, or you don't think he feels fear, or any goddamn thing like that, like every other human being, or every other being at all that's alive?
Look, you can humanize the bear all you like, but at the end of the day, it's just looking at us as their next meal.
Let me ask you a question. Are you trying to tell me, when you're armed and you're heading for a bear, that he doesn't know what you're up to? That he doesn't know for a second that you might kill him and take his life?
Whit, the Kodiak bear is a cunning predator, an apex killer. But almost all of his behavior is instinctual. The only circumstance that might provide him with a current lesson, mating season maybe?
Mating season. I'll drink to that.
Okay.
I'll drink to that, but how many drinks have you had while we're counting?
This is my very first one.
You lying piece of shit.
By the way,
Jesus
I couldn't
Christ.
see your point earlier.
Sanger, did we wake you?
No, Father. I'm okay.
Bad dreams?
No. Maybe.
How about a drink?
Yeah.
I got an extra one, always on standby.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We passed the island yet?
No, sir.
Soon.
What is it about this island that's got you all nervous?
Its reputation. Bad one.
It's mostly rumor and superstition.
Has anybody noticed how the captain's nerves have been shaky while on this voyage? Saw the charts we drew up, and he knew where we're headed wasn't for the faint of heart.
Don't question this captain's courage. I know he seems like an old prick and he doesn't know what he's doing. And he may be afraid, but even afraid, he'd go right up to the devil, look him in the eye, and say, "Give me a light, bud." That's who he is.
Captain was acting a bit funny earlier. Some of the crew as well. He is afraid of something.
Probably rumor masquerading as fact.
No. I felt it. I was out on the rail earlier. There was no breeze. As if there was a poisonous sensation in the air. chill and wet feeling that stuck to me.
Well, buy a fucking Coke, Jesus Christ. You're shit-faced.
No.
Oh, you're shit-faced. Oh, come on.
No, first one.
Yes.
First drink.
Go to Nappy's house.
Okay.
Mr. Rainford,
Captain?
we've sounded 2 horns for we're about in the bottleneck.
Bottleneck.
That's right. The only way to go at it from this way is to come close to the island, sliding through the bottleneck between the island and a large reef, shoals all around. We've slowed to a crawl. In 30 minutes, it'll be the shallows of the island to the left and nothing but reef to the right. The island's beaches will be no more than 100 meters from our port side, so if you believe in a god, gentlemen, start praying to him.
Thank you. Thank you, Captain.
There's still time to turn the boat and go around, sir.
We already had this discussion. We don't have the 3 days to go around the island. And I'm not gonna let superstition rule the day. Thank you.
I hope the hunt is worth it, Mr. Rainsford.
He's lost his nerve.
Like I said, hey, Sanger, you find God in that war?
No, sir. God left us to die there. I'm going back to bed.
Sanger,
Good night.
one second. Throughout history, men have done horrible things to men for a myriad of reasons. Do not let your war experience control your whole life afterwards. The war is over, Sanger. Do you understand?
I appreciate the effort, Father. I do.
Get some rest. Tomorrow's a big day.
Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, son.
He'll be okay, Marcus. This trip will be good for him.
Yeah, well, we shall see.
You'll see.
Sanger! Sanger! Oh my God! Oh my God! Don't look to me! Oh, my boy, my boy! Are you okay? Are you okay? I'm fine. I'm fine. We're fine. Yeah. What happened?
My best guess is the boiler blew. Only thing that makes sense in this kind of situation.
No, that doesn't make any sense at all. There's no way the captain hires people that can't maintain his boiler. It's got to be something else.
Well, I'm at a loss then, Marcus, because the only thing on a ship that should explode like that is the boilers.
Captain Nielsen, where is he? Wait. Whitney.
Drowned. Right next to me.
We don't know how long we're going to be here. We have to see what we can salvage from the ship. Okay? We're going to need food stuff, fresh water. Okay? We're going to need anything we can use to build a fire, to maintain the fire. Maybe something we could build a shelter out of. We need some rope and any sharp-edged instrument we can find. Okay? Ready? Okay?
This is it, isn't it, Marcus?
Yes. This is it.
Well, maybe superstition isn't so unbelievable after all.
Well, superstition didn't blow up the boat.
There may be more survivors.
Okay. Who is there? There's the three of us and Whitney, the captain, 4 crewmen.
2 of the crew are dead.
How do you know that?
They lost on the shore with me.
Damn. Marcus?
Yes, that was a rifle. Sounded like a Mauser, that's right. Well, that means it's someone else here. This is good news.
Sure about that, Father?
Yeah, we're at the edge of the Aleutian territory, son. There's nobody out here. The fact that we heard another rifle means there's got to be another hunter. Right? This is good. There'll be a camp. There'll be food. There'll be dry clothes.
Maybe there's a plane. Maybe there's a landing strip somewhere.
That's right.
That rifle shot was about a mile away.
You know, that rifle shot was about half a mile away. We've got to go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go to the wood yard. Come on. Come on, Sanger. We can do this. We can do it, Sanger. We got this. Something's been shot.
.7.9 millimeter.
Mauser.
What are they hunting?
Okay. Keep your eyes open. Pay attention. Oh. Civilization.
Not savages then. Good. I was beginning to get worried.
Oh, Rex. I didn't think you were scared of anything.
Scared of my wife. She wants me back home in one piece.
Okay. Let's see if we can get off this island, huh? Well, Rex, they've got fire.
Okay, so you're right again. They're not savages.
Jesus! Oh. We mean you no harm. We are unarmed. Our ship sank last night. We are marooned on your island. This is my friend, Rex Allen. That's my son Sanger, I am Marcus Rainsford. You are?
Welcome. I must assume you are the survivors of the boat I heard have a mishap in the middle of the night.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Please excuse Ivan there. He is a mute. And also deaf quite a bit of the time. You must be hungry. Ivan will show you to what I hope will be acceptable quarters, and we will discuss your dilemma over dinner after a bit.
Thank you.
Most certainly I will be able to help you. Excuse me.
You guys okay?
Oh, isn't exactly the Waldorf, is it?
This place is fine until we get off the island, okay?
How you doing?
Something about this place doesn't feel right.
So, what gave it away for you? Frankenstein out there, or the casual demeanor in which our host accepted us in?
Let's prepare for dinner. This is a beautiful moose. It should be hung on the wall.
Must have taken a few shots to bring it down.
Yes, it was quite the task.
Did he charge you?
Held me against the tree. Fractured my skull. But alas, at the end of the day, I proclaimed to be the victor.
Well, the moose is a formidable opponent during mating season. But the most dangerous is the Cape Water buffalo.
Here on my preserve, I hunt even more dangerous game.
No.
You have big game here on the island?
The most dangerous.
Huh.
Isn't that a coincidence?
What could that be?
It's not here. Naturally, of course, I have to stalk the island.
Of course.
Please, sir, let me introduce myself. I'm Baron Karl von Wolf.
And I'm Marcus.
You need no introduction, sir. I've read all of your books. I know of your adventures. I too am a hunter.
Yes.
Where are my manners? Please, shall we sit, drink wine, eat good food? You all deserve a bit of conversation and relaxation.
I don't mind if I do.
After you.
Thank you, Baron. Baron, what is the animal that you have imported here to your island?
Lions, tigers?
I'm afraid tigers ceased to interest me a long time ago. They would not survive in this climate, I might add. However, I exhausted their possibilities, you see. There was no real thrill there, no real danger, and I'm afraid danger is something that has been forged into me, maybe because of my military background. I am familiar with the New Yorker, Rex Allen, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
You made your riches in stocks, I believe. I've once read in one of your stories about you taking down a mighty elk with a muzzleloader, coincidentally in your own home state, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
Impressive. You. I have no idea of your exploits.
I don't have any.
Nonsense. My son Sanger is a decorated war hero.
Is that so?
Father, I'd rather not talk about it.
Never be afraid of the things that you have done in this life, Sanger. They are what define us. That is something to embrace.
Well said.
I am most glad to have your company here, although I am terribly sorry it is under such sad circumstances.
Yes, we lost a very good friend.
The whole crew, too. It's all a damn shame.
We still have 3 people unaccounted for. And yeah, it's terrible. Life lost for no reason.
I have a ship. It is off island for another several days, getting supplies, you see. Then it returns. You shall all voyage home.
Thank you, Baron. It's very gracious.
It's good news.
Baron, you were speaking of the game here on the island earlier.
Ah, yes. Well, we shall all hunt while you are here, no? You will be amused, I think. I have done a rare thing. I have invented a new sensation. Ivan, more port.
You don't happen to have any whiskey there, do you? Okay, all right. Just thought I'd ask. Take it easy, big fella.
God makes some men poets, Mr. Rainsford. Some he makes kings, some beggars. He made us hunters, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
This hand was made for the trigger, my father said. He was a very rich man. He owned 250,000 acres in Poland. When I was 5, he gave me a little gun to shoot sparrows with. When I shot his prized turkeys instead, he did not punish me. No. Instead, he complimented me on my marksmanship. My whole life has been one prolonged hunt. I mean, I went into the army as what was expected from a nobleman's son. And for a time, I commanded a division of men that, well, later we'd be referred to as the Wolf Pack. But my real interest was always the hunt.
Baron, excuse me if I'm off the mark here, but I'd wager a bet you're from Germany.
I left the country, for it was imprudent for an officer of the Reich to stay there, especially as myself never cared much for war, nor the man leading it. Many lost everything. Luckily, I had invested heavily in American securities. So naturally, I continued my hunt. Crocodiles in the Ganges, rhinoceros in East Africa, and eventually I left to hunt the famed jaguar in the infamous Amazon. It was a creature of great disappointment.
What? The jaguar is the most revered cat there is.
I assure you, sir, there is nothing interesting about the hunt of the jaguar. A dumb animal, really.
I'm sorry about Rex's outburst, but he has been desperate to hunt the jaguar for probably 10 years now.
But I will offer a better alternative. I can assure you of that.
Oh, yeah, right, of course. Probably the secret beast you have somewhere hidden here on your wretched island, right?
Rex. Sanger, you've been strangely quiet.
I'm just listening, Father.
Observation. A trait from Devore, I gather.
A trait any man should acquire.
If only they all did. What was your speciality, Sanger, in Devore, I mean?
I was a marksman.
Have you hunted much?
No. That's why I invited him to join us on this trip.
The kid's a crack shot from 500 yards. Beats me on my best day.
1,000.
Huh?
Pardon?
1,000 yards is my best shot. There we are.
There is no greater bore than perfection, is there, Zanga? See, I became the perfect hunter. No quarry could match me, no animal stood a chance. Boredom found me very easily. Then one day, it just came to me.
What did?
I had to invent something new to hunt. This island is a perfect preserve. Trees, streams, hills, mountains. I had to hunt something that had courage, cunning, and above all else, it had to be able to reason.
No animal can reason.
There is but one.
You hunt, man.
That's murderous.
I refuse to believe that such modern and civilized men would harbor romantic ideals about the value of human life. Especially one such as yourself that tasted it, felt it.
War is war. Didn't make me a murderer.
No, boy. It made you a hunter.
This is some kind of sick joke, right?
I do not joke about my hunts.
Baron, if what you're saying is serious, this is murder.
That word again. I will wager that you will forget that notion when you go hunting with me. You will have a genuine new thrill in store for you. Correct me if I am wrong, Zenga, but there is no hunting like the hunting of man. And those who have hunted on men for long enough and liked it, never cared for anything else thereafter.
I've never found pleasure in taking any life. Never mind another person's.
This is barbarism.
It's all a joke. The old Baron here is just trying to scare us with some of his German fear tactics.
Your American humor is beginning to unnerve me. Life is for the strong, to be lived by the strong, and if need be, taken by the strong. The weak of the four were put here for the strong's pleasure, and I am strong. I survived the war even though my people lost. Why should I not be able to use my gift? If I wish to hunt, why should I not be able to continue to do so?
Because they're human.
Precisely. Men can reason. That makes them a worthy adversary. That makes them dangerous.
A worthy adversary? Tell me, Baron, were they worthy adversaries when you locked us up in the camps?
I was against that. The camps were a waste of time. They cost too much money and were a waste of resources.
Where did these lost souls come from?
How did you get here, Mr. Rainsford? It's a small channel. It is just small enough, yet just deep enough that sea mines prove an effective tool against unsuspecting ships.
You blew us up.
I created the event that got you here, yeah, but I had no way of knowing who's on board the vessel. It is by sheer coincidence that you are here, and much to my delight. So, we go hunting tomorrow, yes?
No.
Hell no.
We are not going to participate whatsoever in your murder hunt.
Hypocrites! A fresh kill from this morning. Took 3 shots. The first 2 wounded him. The third made him close his eyes for the final time. He will make an adequate addition to my collection.
Your collection?
Jesus Christ.
It is a game, you see. I give them supplies, food, an excellent hunting knife. They get 3 hours of start time. I follow, armed only with my rifle. If my quarry eludes me for 3 whole days, they've in the game. If I find them, he loses.
Okay, and suppose they refuse to hunt?
Ivan's torturous methods are quite unbearable. It is his own idea of sport. Those who have refused have never survived longer than a night in his care. And although to date I have not lost, and only on one occasion did my choir choose an ending of the suicidal variety, the coward, shamefully, he seemed like a worthy opponent.
Yes, well, Baron, I'm sorry, but we are not going to participate in your murder.
Shada.
Be quick. Father, Father. Be quiet. You are a prince.
Apologies, my boy. But they refused. I suppose you will not. 3 days, Zenga. Although, I guess you are now the Mr. Rainsford? Ah. Yeah. This is good. Fire in your eyes. Wow. I'm excited to see what kind of adversary you will be. Here. Put these on.
Well, here we all are now, Zenga. I would like to introduce you to Miss Mary, Mr. Quinlan. They have been here for a few weeks now. I've been waiting for the most opportune moment to use them. I think now, paired with you, it will make the game much more interesting. You have your supplies. Some fresh water, food, enough of such to last for 3 days, if rationed properly. I will give you 3 hours. Plenty enough time for a good, solid head start. You engaged in the war years ago. It was not yours to interrupt, and today, we continue the battle, Mr. Rainsford. Let us play. Run! I will see you soon, Mr. Rainsford.
Let the hunt begin.
No, Mary. We can't stop. We have to keep moving. Come on.
Where are we gonna go? We don't even have a plan.
The plan is just to keep moving, all right? We have to go. Come on. Whoa.
I'm afraid we didn't have a chance to properly introduce ourselves back there.
Yeah, well, I don't think it matters right now.
It matters. Look, if we're gonna survive together, it's not gonna hurt to know each other's names. And I'm sorry I didn't catch yours. Back there in the middle of that chaos, I was a bit distracted.
My name is Mary.
Quinn.
My name is Sanger.
Sanger, how did you come about the island?
I can only assume the same as you two. Traveling on a ship that had no business sailing into these waters. What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a very evil man.
Calculated.
He leaves with people like us, and he always comes back alone.
And usually with a bloody canvas sack.
For his trophies and his wall, nonetheless.
His wall?
Yeah, never mind. It's not important.
So how did you come about these waters?
Me and my father, we were on a hunting trip. We were going to a place called Kodiak to hunt bear. And, yes, I'm familiar with hunting tactics and how to track prey.
So what do you suggest we do?
Well, I'd say we follow this water. I can't tell you exactly the type of hunter the Baron is. I mean, he talks as if he's the most experienced hunter. And I can only assume he is quite the tracker, given his experience in the war. You know, if we stay inside this water, it'll mask our scent and our trail.
So you think we'll survive?
I think we have a fighting chance. And that's something I know a little bit about. How do you two know each other?
Quinlan is my brother.
I see.
We were heading north to see our father.
He's very sick. And unfortunately doesn't have much time.
He's been working the fishing docks down by the territory. We chartered a vessel to get here.
And let me guess. Cutting through the channel near the island where they saved a few extra days.
Yes, exactly.
All right, then. What do you say we keep moving? Just don't let this guy catch up to us. Yeah?
Okay.
This looks like a good spot. Let's rest up here in this brush.
Well, we're sleeping in those bushes?
Yeah. Look, we've been walking a good while. Our scent shouldn't be traceable. We've done a decent job with our tracks. I say we rest up here for a little while. Come nightfall, we'll get back on the trail.
Where did you learn about this sort of thing?
My father.
Where's he?
Baron shot him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Shot him? Where?
We were at dinner before I met you two. My father refused to hunt with them.
That's not like him.
What do you mean?
He doesn't shoot anyone unless he takes them out here, into the forest. So why do you keep you alive?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, it probably would have been better to die over there.
Being shot there doesn't give you a chance to fight back.
And you know something about that?
I do.
What are you, soldier or something?
I was. Look, enough of that. Let's get some rest. The both of you. If we're gonna survive the next 3 days, we're gonna need all the rest we can get. Let's go. Enough talking. Nobody move.
Quinlan, control yourself.
He's coming. We have to go. We have to go right now. No.
Do not move.
We must run. Let's go.
Stop. Quinn, stop.
We must run.
Damn it.
Come on. We gotta go, guys. Come on. Come
Run! Run!
The game is much more fun when you run, Mr. Rainsford!
Go. And your wounds. You will leave a trail that Ransford might be able to follow. And we certainly do not need that. Go! Bullet went into your lung, boy. That's why you are short of breath, beginning to suffocate. Soon you will drown in your own blood. Horrible way to die, I say. You proved nothing of a worthy adversary, I'm afraid. A bore. You aren't worth the bullet. But the faint hope of mercy is worth a report.
Got it.
He didn't suffer.
What?
It was a kill shot. The shot meant to show mercy on an animal if the previous shot from a distance wasn't entirely fatal.
Mercy? That man has no mercy.
We don't have time for this right now, okay? The only thing your brother would want is for you to survive, and in order to do that, we have to keep moving. We will grieve him later. Right now, we need to create distance between him and us.
What? Distance? Why?
Because I need time to set a trap. This looks like a good spot. Yeah. Right here is good. Let's rest up. Hey, can I ask you a question? If, after seeing your father, would you have gone back to, wherever it is that you came from?
No.
Why not?
I'm from a small town in Colorado, and it's lovely there, but there's no future. So my brother and I, we were gonna go to the East Coast to start a business together.
Entrepreneur. Okay. What kind of business?
I make chocolate. Seems ridiculous now, but...
Who doesn't like chocolate? I'd kill somebody right now for some chocolate.
What about you? Have you ever been to the East Coast?
Yeah. I lived there. New York.
Wow. I've never seen a big city like New York before. What's that like?
Lots of people who love chocolate. And tall buildings. Tickle sky. Automobiles rumble and grumble. Night and day. And rats. Lots of fucking rats.
I would really like to see New York someday.
I tell you what, we get out of this, I promise you will. I'll take you there myself.
That's kind of you, but we're in no place to make any promises.
I'm a Rainsford. And now where does I belong? Ma'am?
Honor. That's admirable.
Now. If I can find a particular tree.
Did I do okay?
You're perfect.
You think we got it?
Rainsford! 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 Did I hit you? Oh, if so, it must barely be an abrasion. If you can still hear the sound of my voice, which I suppose you can, I want to congratulate you. Not many men know how to make a Malay man catcher. A trap learned from your father, I gather. Lucky for me, I hunted in Malacca too. Rainsford, Rainsford, you have proved a very worthy and very fun adversary, Mr. Rainsford. I'm going to go get my wound dressed. It's only a slight one, but it may keep me from aiming straight. But I will be back, sir. I will be back. Rainsford! Rainsford! I'll be coming back. Rainsford! I'm coming for you!
We have to bandage that.
Yeah, we do.
You left behind a trail?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry I can't do more.
Hey, you have no reason to apologize. This isn't your fault. Why would you ever think you'd be in a situation like this?
I've been thinking about the large man.
The one he calls Ivan.
Yes, Ivan. Back home, men use dogs to chase the game birds and the mountain cats from the woods. Do you suppose the Baron uses the mute like a dog?
Yes. That's an accurate observation. Don't know how I didn't see that. But you did. Well done, Mary. Well done.
The Baron says he has a boat. I suggest we go find it.
Look, the Baron's a liar. We don't know how many men he actually has. Where the ship would be. Or if it even exists.
I overheard him talking about bringing back supplies.
As did I.
So then it must be true.
Yeah. I suppose so.
Hey! Go back the other way.
The other way.
Go!
We're not going back there. We're dead if we do. Who are you?
I am someone who tricked him. That's who I am. And nobody, but nobody, will compromise my hiding spot here. You understand?
Your ship sank here too.
Sank. Sank? Sank? What are you talking about, sank? It was booby-trapped. My men were hunted down like pigs to the slaughter. But I survived. I fooled him. Now, you two, come on, go.
Wait, please. We need your help.
I can't help you.
Yes, you can. You don't have any supplies. Anything to clean or dress this wound before it's infected. Anything. Please.
Bugs. Bugs and dirt are gonna get on that soon. Oh, this godforsaken place. Jesus Christ. If the Baron don't get you, then the infection does. I had a daughter. I have a daughter. She'd be about your age now. Come on. Yeah, it's pretty safe up here because the Baron doesn't come around much. Those that he's hunting, he usually catches on the first or second days. Most of those idiots, anyway, go rushing to the beaches like a bunch of tourists. But, unlike me, they didn't venture into the interior of the island. But as you can see from here, I can see anyone coming from a long distance. Now, come on. See? I could see everything. Over there is where they wash ashore after the Barons sea mines blow them to smithereens. And the Barons hunting lodge is over there. And up there, over on the other side, is the valley where they all try to escape.
What was this place?
Well, as far as I can reckon, I think someone lived here years ago with cattle of some sort, but it's a pretty sturdy little structure, actually.
Where did all this come from?
Oh, it washed ashore from the boats that got blown up. And then the tides would just kind of move it around the island, and then I'd scavenge for it when he wasn't out there hunting.
Earlier, you said that you tricked him.
Yeah, I did. He hunted for me for 3 days, which under his rules would have made me the victor, but the wolf is not an honorable man, and he doesn't like being bested at his own game.
So he had zero intention to let you on that ship? Assuming there is one.
Oh, there is a ship. It's anchored in the bay right next to his hunting lodge. But no, there was no way he was going to let me get on that ship. At the end of the 3rd day, he had me cornered on top of this bluff overlooking the ocean. And I jumped. Guess he thought I committed suicide. He must have really been disappointed.
Why have you not gone to get the ship?
Well, I didn't really want to give up my position here, and besides, it takes more than one person to run a ship that size, right? And then, then there's the mute.
Ivan.
Yeah, the big Rusky. He's insane! Insane, I'm telling you. He's strong as a bull, I might add.
We have grenades and bullets.
Yeah, nothing to shoot the bullets with, though. And the grenades, I don't know. I just haven't really figured an opportune time or way to use them.
Tripwire.
Pardon me?
You can make tripwires for grenades. Simple trap.
Yeah. That ain't a bad idea. What are you, some kind of soldier or something?
I was.
Oh. Well, let's take a look at this. See what we can do.
What's your name, sir?
Benjamin Colt, but you can call me Ben. Yeah.
And what do you do for a living, Ben?
Well, would you believe it? I'm a doctor. Dr. Ben Colt. Hello. So, where were you actually headed to?
Really doesn't matter much now.
No, I suppose it doesn't.
How are we going to get off this island?
Well, I've never seen 2 other survivors before, and least of all a soldier, but now that there's 3 of us together, I think there's a pretty good chance that we can take that boat. What do you think, soldier boy?
I say at first light we move. Take this rag, mix it with some water, make a trail to divert the Baron, and then double bag and meet you both on the ship.
Remember, he's a sly and cunning bastard.
I can do it.
Okay, then. We have a plan.
But I am gonna need those grenades, if you don't mind.
What for?
Just want to leave our host a little parting gift before we leave. For the both of us.
You know, I would reckon a venture that you two have both lost loved ones close to you. Kind of a union of rage and grief. Rather poetic metaphor, don't you think?
There's nothing poetic about it. He took our loved ones and killed them for sport. He's a monster.
Yeah. Well, a lot of men are like that sometimes. And occasionally, we have to just bare our fangs and claws, or otherwise we're no better than the bugs beneath our feet, are we?
For only the strong are meant to survive.
Got that right, soldier boy. You're all good. You're good now. Hold on. Let me put this on here.
Thanks, Doc.
Mm-hmm. Okay. There you go. Good night.
Do you think we'll make it?
I made you a promise.
Yes, and as I said, we are not in a situation to make any promises.
Look, I'm gonna get you on that ship, and you're gonna see your father.
If he's even still alive.
Wish I was afforded the doubt you take for granted. The chance to talk to him one more time. You know the worst part about death? It's when it's unexpected. You don't get a proper goodbye.
The stars never leave the sky. Even in daylight, when we can't see them, they're still there.
It's why we're gonna live. It's why we must live. It's why he's alive. Okay?
Okay.
Just say your prayers and go to sleep.
We should probably get some rest.
Yeah. Say it.
So,
Say he's alive.
he's alive, okay?
Say it like you mean it.
I...
I don't believe you.
He's alive.
I can't hear you.
He's alive.
You goddamn right.
What is it? The man's like a damn bloodhound.
I thought you said he never came in this far.
No. What I said is he never had any reason to come over here. But now he's tracking new prey. We've left a blood trail that's like a map right to us. I shouldn't have been so stupid as to go along with that.
It's my fault. I was careless. Fuck. I should have taken better precautions. I know better than that.
Ivan, there are 3 sets of tracks. Somehow, they found a 3rd person. Who could that be? I can only think of one whose body I never found. Flush them out. I already cut out your tongue. Yet your hesitation speaks volumes. As does your concentration on me. Shall I tear out your eyes as well? Go! Go!
Oh, now where did he go?
I don't know. But I don't like being trapped in like this.
What's happening?
The Baron's here. He's watching us.
Oh, God. What are we gonna do?
Well, the only other option is to go out the back. That's a 20-foot drop. And then you're in the range of his rifle fire. I guess we wait for the wolf to come for us. I don't know.
We have to go!
We can't leave him.
Get out of here!
Come on, it's our only chance!
The hunt is back on.
Dostanieva, comrade.
I suppose everyone must lose a loyal dog at some point in their lives.
Where are we going?
Well, if we're gonna assume that the doctor just left Ivan that parting gift, and the Baron is without his beloved bloodhound, I say we make a run for that chip.
Okay, okay, let's go. It's okay.
Ooh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, just hold on, stop moving. Give me a second, I'm gonna get you one.
Sayer, you have to go!
Mary, I'm not leaving you.
You have to. We can't let him win.
I made a promise to you, and I intend on keeping it.
The only way you're gonna keep that promise is if you survive. He's aiming for you, not me. You're the one he's hunting.
I'm coming back for you.
Get back!
Such a futile attempt. You've been captured, my dear, and there is no escape. I must say, Mr. Rainsford and you have been quite fun to chase.
Is he dead?
I've learned that if I can't physically see the body of my prey, I must assume them alive. That is where this little hunt of ours has become quite interesting.
What do you mean?
Well, I too am good at traps, as you can see for yourself. When I knew you were holed up in that shack, I set several around the area, not knowing precisely which way you would flee. This has given way to a new idea. Much like how the Indians taught me how to hunt a tiger. One must use live bait sometimes to catch big game. And bait you are, my dear. In India, in Africa, they use a stake to tie off a little pig or lamb to. Live bait for big game, you see. Dangerous game. The most dangerous game. And like I said, humans can reason, but they also have empathy. And the fear of leaving one behind is too great a burden for some. I think it's weakness, quite frankly.
You are heartless.
Ah, yes, I've heard this before. But no matter. A lion need not listen to the opinion of a little lamb. We'll wait. And we will see if Rainsford comes for you.
I hope he doesn't come back at all.
Why would you say such a thing?
So that you know defeat. So that you feel the loss of the greatest hunt of your life.
It is the greatest hunt of my life. But I will win, my dear. And Rainsford's head will find my wall.
That is never gonna happen. He will not come back.
We will see. We will see. Oh, Rainsford!
Hate to say I told you so.
Be quiet.
Sanger is much, much smarter than you. Stronger, too.
I said be quiet.
He's probably found your boat by now and already set sail.
It takes two to operate. He's still here. He's just being a coward!
He is no coward. How's Ivan doing, by the way? Man's best friend.
You know, when the lion or tiger doesn't come for the bait, they stick it so it bleeds. Maybe we stick your little piggy here. Maybe her screams and her squeals will make you come out and face your fate! Bullets coming down with no arc. Where are you? There you are. There you are. That must have been you! I must have hit you! I must have got him. I must have got him. Where did he get a rifle anyhow? Where? Where? Damn you! He has to be at the bullets. He has to, right? He has to reload. He has to reload. Rainsford. You're more quiet than the jaguar. A true beast at bay.
Baron von Wolf.
I must say, it looks like you have won the game. Shall we have some port and discuss how we'll get you home?
Home? A few days ago, I watched my father die in this chair by your hand. Now, I'm gonna watch you die by mine.
I see. Well, one of us will feed the worms tonight, and the other shall sleep in my very comfortable bed. On God, Mr. Rainsford.
We made it. Thank God.
Oh, it's not over yet. Oh, I made a promise to you. Look, again, after seeing your father, are you gonna go back to wherever it is you came from, or?
I've never seen New York before.